Right now, in a Connecticut shipyard, America is building a submarine that just got handed $15.4 billion in a single contract. This past March, it's 65% finished. The Navy calls it, and I quote, unmatched stealth. These are the 10 most secret US Navy submarines ever built, and number 1 is being assembled in real time, right now. Welcome back to Untold 10, where every fact sounds fake, but it's all real. Today, 10 American submarines so classified, some of their missions are still secret half a century later. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming. Alright, let's start the countdown. Number 10, USS Nautilus, 1954. This is the boat that became the first vessel ever powered by a nuclear reactor, and it changed undersea warfare forever. Before Nautilus, submarines were basically boats that could briefly hide underwater. They had to come up every few days to recharge their batteries. Nautilus could stay down for months. Then in 1958, she pulled off something no ship had ever done. She sailed under the Arctic ice cap, all the way to the geographic North Pole. Her crew sent a message back to base. 3 words, Nautilus 90 North. The Soviets were stunned. Nobody had even known she was missing. The whole thing was classified until the second she radioed home. Nautilus made every diesel submarine on the planet obsolete in a single voyage. She's a museum now in Groton, Connecticut, but she started a secret arms race that's still going today. Number 9, USS Triton, 1960. This submarine quietly left a dock in Connecticut, and then she disappeared. 60 days later, she came back, having sailed completely around the entire Earth without ever coming up, not once. The mission was called Operation Sandblast, classified until the day she got back. Here's the wild part. Triton followed the same route Ferdinand Magellan took in 1519, the original Prove the World is Round voyage. Magellan took 3 years to do it. Triton did it in 60 days, underwater the whole time. The Navy didn't tell anyone she was missing because they didn't want anyone watching. When President Eisenhower announced what she'd pulled off, the Soviets accused the US of just making it up. They couldn't believe a submarine could do that. Triton just kept being really good at being underwater. Number 8, NR-1. The Navy launched her in 1969, and almost nobody has ever heard of her. She was tiny, less than 150 feet long, built for one purpose, dive deeper than any other American submarine, and stay down there for weeks at a time, powered by a nuclear reactor about the size of a refrigerator, and she had something no other US submarine has ever had, actual wheels, so she could land on the ocean floor and roll across it, like a car. She had viewing windows, floodlights. She crawled across the seafloor for almost 40 years. Most of her missions, still classified, recovering crashed aircraft, surveying communications cables, things the Navy still refuses to talk about. She was quietly retired in 2008. Her sail's in a museum now. Almost nothing else about her is public. Number 7, USS Halibut, 1971. This submarine slipped into Soviet territorial waters, specifically the Sea of Okhotsk, which the USSR had claimed as completely off limits to foreign ships. They had sound detection devices laid across the seabed, heavy patrols. Halibut went anyway. Her mission? Find a 5-inch wide Soviet communications cable on the ocean floor and tap it, live. While Soviet ships patrolled overhead, divers left Halibut through a special chamber, physically attached a recording pod to the cable. Then Halibut quietly left, and came back months later to swap out the tapes. They called it Operation Ivy Bells. The intelligence Halibut gathered helped shape the SALT II nuclear treaty. For 10 years, the Soviets had no idea America was listening to their most secure military communications. They only found out when a former NSA employee sold them the secret. Number 6, USS Parche. After Halibut was retired, the Navy needed a new spy submarine, so they took a Sturgeon-class attack sub and rebuilt it. They added 100 feet of hull, packed with sensors, cameras, sonar arrays, intelligence gathering equipment. She was reportedly armed with explosives, so she could self-destruct rather than be captured. Then Parche spent 30 years running missions so secret, most of them are still classified today. Here's what we do know. When she finally retired in 2004, she had received 9 Presidential Unit citations, 10 Navy Unit commendations, 13 Navy Expeditionary Medals. She became the most decorated vessel in the entire history of the US Navy. Not just submarines, the most decorated American naval vessel of all time. The Navy scrapped her in 2006. They kept her sail. It sits in a park in Bremerton, Washington. That's all you can see of her. Number 5, the Seawolf-Class. In the 1980s, the Navy wanted to build the most advanced attack submarine on planet Earth. Something so quiet, so fast, so deep diving, that nothing the Soviets had could possibly match it. They succeeded. There was just one problem. Each Seawolf cost more than $3 billion to build. The Cold War ended before they finished the program. The Pentagon had wanted 30 of them. Congress approved 3. USS Seawolf, USS Connecticut, USS Jimmy Carter, the 3 most expensive attack submarines America has ever built. And even today, decades later, the Navy still won't say how deep they can dive, how fast they can go, or how quiet they actually are. The Seawolf-Class is grouped under something called Submarine Development Squadron 5. The official website, it says they test new undersea listening gear. That's the whole description. That's all you get. Number 4. The Virginia-Class Block 5. The Virginia-Class is the Navy's modern attack submarine. There are 24 of them in service right now. But the Block 5, that's something different. The Navy took the standard Virginia design and cut it in half. Then they welded in an 84-foot section called the Virginia Payload Module. That section is packed with 4 large missile tubes. Each tube holds 7 Tomahawk cruise missiles. Add up the bow tubes. A single Block 5 carries 40 Tomahawks. The previous Virginia-class subs carried 12. The first Block 5, the USS Arizona, is being built right now. The Navy needs these because the Ohio-class guided missile boats are being retired. On paper, the Block 5 is the most heavily armed attack submarine America has ever built, and the next version is already in production. Number 3, the Virginia-class Block 6. The Navy funded the first Block 6s in late 2025, and the specs that are public are wild. The first 2 will be the USS Potomac and the USS Norfolk. They'll carry that same Virginia payload module from Block 5, but they're adding 3 new capabilities. Number 1, hypersonic strike weapons, missiles traveling more than 5 times the speed of sound. Number 2, brand new sonar, specifically designed for seabed warfare. The Navy is officially treating the ocean floor as a domain now. Undersea cables, sensors, communications infrastructure, all part of the battlefield. And number 3, the Block 6 is being designed to take over missions that USS Jimmy Carter currently runs, the classified ones. So once Block 6 is operational, the Navy will have multiple submarines doing what Jimmy Carter has been doing alone for 2 decades. And speaking of Jimmy Carter, number 2, USS Jimmy Carter, the third and final Seawolf-class submarine, except she isn't really a Seawolf anymore. The Navy added a 100-foot section to her hull, called the multi-mission platform. Inside that section, an hourglass-shaped chamber, it lets specially trained teams exit the submarine and physically attach equipment to objects on the seafloor, like communications cables. The Navy will not confirm what she does. Her official missions are vague entries with names like Mission 7. For that one mission performed under what the Navy described as extremely difficult and hazardous conditions, the entire submarine received a Presidential Unit citation. Then, in 2017, she came home to Washington State, flying a Jolly Roger flag, the traditional submarine signal that her crew had pulled off a successful mission. The Navy still hasn't said what it was. She's the most secretive active submarine in the entire United States Navy. Number 1, the big one. And number 1, the most secret submarine America is building right now. The Columbia-class, specifically the USS District of Columbia. In a shipyard in Groton, Connecticut, as of February 2026, this submarine is 65% complete. She's 560 feet long, 20,000 tons submerged. Her nuclear reactor is designed to last her entire 42-year service life. No midlife refueling, ever. This past March of 2026, the Navy awarded a single contract worth $15.4 billion just for design work on this class. The total program, around $132 billion, 12 planned submarines. The Navy has stated, in writing, that the Columbia class will offer unmatched stealth, which means quieter than anything America has built before, quieter than anything anyone has built before. She's replacing the aging Ohio-class boats. The first one, USS District of Columbia, is set to deliver in 2028. So somewhere, right now, in real time, engineers are putting the final pieces into the stealthiest submarine ever made, and nobody outside the program knows exactly what's inside. So, which one shook you more? Team Jimmy Carter, the active spy sub still running classified missions today? Or Team Columbia, the one being built right now that we won't see for years? Drop it in the comments. And tell me what you want next. Declassified Air Force projects? Hidden government bases? Something else entirely? I read every single comment. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next file. New videos every week. See you in the next one.